First video of 2018, y'all. It's gonna be a good one too. Let's go. Welcome back, friends. I've missed you guys, man. As some of you may know, I took the first week of January off. So this is the first official day of the production year for me. But I just wanted to take a few days and dedicate it to practicing. Now, during that week off, I decided that 2018, I was fully going to dedicate to the hands. And my target for this year, my goal for this year, is to help you guys develop the best hands possible. So this year, you're going to see a lot of videos on hand technique, hand exercises, traditional grip, match grip, all of that stuff, kit application. The hands are the most important aspect of your playing. So you're going to see a lot of videos. Not every single one is going to be on the hands, but there'll be at least one a month for sure of some really good sort of hand stuff that you can do on the drums, on the practice pad to help you develop the strongest hands possible. All right, so today we're going to talk about how to practice your rudiments. It seems like it's just one of those simple things that you don't really have to give too much thought into, but it really is, man. It makes a difference if you approach practicing your rudiments the right way, because it's going to affect how you sound on the drums. Now, although when I'm on the practice pad in front of the TV and I'm just kind of doing my exercises and stuff, I am kind of on autopilot, you know what I mean? Because I kind of know what I'm doing, so I just pick an exercise and I'll just do it. But yeah, although I'm just kind of on autopilot, at the same time, I am getting excited about what I'm going to be able to do on the drums as a result of what I'm doing on the pad. So there's always some kind of objective in the back of my mind while I'm doing this exercises. So it's not just a matter of getting them nice and clean and it ends there. Like, I'm always thinking about this. This is the end goal with any exercise that I'm doing. For example, when I'm on the practice pad and I'm practicing my double stroke, and I'm going for strength and clarity and stuff, and I'm, playing from the elbow a little bit and almost kind of muscling them out a little bit, but staying loose at the same time. It's a tool that I'm going to be able to use when I go to play double strokes on the toms. I know they're going to sound really nice and clean, and the volume is going to be even, and they're going to sound really sweet. Now, I'm going to show you another way that you can work on your rudiments that you might not be doing right now, but once you start doing it, you're going to do it all the time. This is a very musical way to work on your rudiments, and the goal with this exercise is dynamics. Accented strokes versus ghost notes. Now, most of us, when we play a single paradiddle, we're sort of getting those accents up and just making sure that they're louder than the ghost notes, and making sure you can clearly hear the accents and stuff like that. And that's fine. This way, however, we're taking this to the extreme and we're stretching out the range and we're making it as broad as we possibly can. So, using that same example, a single paradiddle, and you can do this with any one of the rudiments that involves singles and doubles. But let me suggest to you doing it this way. Instead of playing them like I just showed you, what I like to do is this. I'm using that same thing, single paradiddle. We have the accented strokes and we have the ghost notes. Imagine you're working with a volume level from 1 to 10, all right? What you want to do is separate your accents from your ghosts, okay? So your accents are going to be at volume 10. All the other notes around the accents, you want to make as small as you possibly can off the surface of the pad. So those ghost notes are almost going to be non-existent. You're going to be playing them, but they're going to be barely audible, all right? The effect on this is awesome, by the way. But so let me just show you this example once again. Singer paradiddle. What I'm going to do, play my accents at volume 10, and my ghost notes right down here. So instead of this, right, you get this. So what I'm trying to do here is make sure that my sticks barely leave the ground, right? So the volume on those strokes are going to be really low. Let me give you another example using a triplet. We all know how to play the triplet. This is one that I like to do as well. I'm going to start just by playing the accents. So it's like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. All right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce those ghost notes, but I'm going to introduce them at volume 1, or even less than that if I can, and play them right down here. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me bring them in. Right? So as you've heard, or maybe you didn't, I don't even know, but you can hear how tiny those accents are coming off the pad. When you work on your dynamics like that, wow, it has a really cool effect. Particularly when you're playing your snare drum, you're playing accents and stuff on your snare drum. This is one thing that I really like to do with the 5-stroke roll. The fact of the matter is, man, the softer your ghost notes are when you're playing around accented strokes on the snare or between tom hits or whatever, the smaller those notes are, the better it sounds. The coolest thing about taking this approach to practicing your rudiments, with that huge contrast, is just the way it makes everything sound when you go to play it. Everything just sounds better. Your flow improves massively when you do this. Anytime you go to play any type of groove that involves playing ghost notes, you start to notice just how much better it sounds. And you also get a sense of how you used to sound. The grooves that you thought sounded really cool, you start to notice, you know what? My ghost notes were actually a little bit louder than they should be. And, you start to notice things like this from doing this kind of exercise. This is a key element to improving your flow, whether you're playing solos or whether you're playing any type of groove that involves playing ghost notes. And again, the smaller they are, the better everything sounds. This, of course, also greatly improves your stick control, because you're using your wrist and your fingers. You know what I mean? You're going directly from super loud strokes to whisper quiet strokes. So your finger control ends up improving like crazy. So I highly suggest adding this to your rudiment routine. And you don't necessarily have to change anything that you're doing. All you really have to do is start making a conscious effort to making those ghost notes as small as you possibly can. Start from 0 and bring it up to like 1 tops in terms of volume. And you'll notice a big difference when you go to play that stuff on the kit. So yeah, man, that's just a really super cool way that you can approach playing your rudiments. A really important way, in my opinion, that you probably haven't been doing. If you haven't, it's not your fault, right? You just haven't been shown the right way. And that's why you subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching this video. I expect y'all now to get to work. We'll be back with another video very soon. And in the meantime, man, like, subscribe. Loose hands. Don't forget to loose hands. See you next video.